So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is another major, uh, paper manufacturer here in the US, right? And these guys actually got introduced to us through a 3PL, and they have LoadProof running probably 30 plus facilities. So this is very fascinating, right? This is all paper and all toilet paper, paper towels and even the fancy paper, right? The wipes and all that these guys make, and some of them are like the Clorox wipes and things like that, right? Some of them are specialized products as well. So they ship all these products to all these supermarkets, right? Supermarkets, and they get hefty fines if it's not followed perfectly. So this is and they have paper mills, right, where literally there are logs of woods that go in, and the other side there are huge rolls of paper come out, right? And they have multiple mills like that, and then multiple business units. So we, right, originally got engaged with the consumer products BU, and then we turned it on, and they were super happy, saved millions, across all the facilities in terms of the retailer chargebacks, compliance fines, all that. And it's all paper. I mean, right, consumable. So it's a huge business, and everybody needs paper. So that's how we got started, and we saved a lot of dollars. And then the other BU started coming to us, right? For example, the one BU had a very interesting problem. They were using rail cars to move these big rolls of paper from the place where the paper boards were manufactured to another plant where they were stamping these to make these paper cups, paper plates, and other paper utensils, right, biodegradable. So they were right. We all know how it works, right? I mean, if there is a trucking company that doesn't do a great job, you can call like 100 other trucking companies. They'll come and fulfill the order for you. I mean, fulfill and offer the transportation service for you, right? And you can I mean, it's you may have to pay a little more for best service, but you got a range of options that you can execute on, right? Whereas on the rail cars, there are only 4 or 5 max, and also, right, they are very selective in terms of the routes they operate on. So you don't have a lot of choice. How do you get the rail car to do a pretty good job to make sure, right, your damages are very minimal? So these guys would get a lot of damages. They would manufacture the product, and it's all huge rolls that are 11-inch tall and 11 feet tall and 6 feet wide, right? Those are major rolls that the rail cars are long, are much bigger than the trucks. I mean, you don't realize because we don't always go and see the rail cars up close, but if you go and see them up close, they are big, and they carry this big rolls of paper. And I think they have a name called TAPI number they apply assigned to these rolls, right? And the problem was these rolls would have 1 or 2 inches of damages, right? Because of the movement and because of the shaking, because of the rubbing against the rail car, wall and things like that. So they would have 1 or 2 inches. So that much paper would they have to discard, right? There is no other option. They just have to discard that because they cannot use that paper. So these guys started documenting all this in LoadProof. We built some extra features for them, and they started documenting, and they were able to measure the damage. Hey, why is this damage? So they were able to go back and talk to the rail cars. Hey guys, look at this, right? This is just way too much damage. This is not acceptable. We got to manage this. So then they had all these conversations, and then they were able to manage, at least, right? We all know what you cannot measure, you cannot manage, right? So that is very important. So they didn't have any way to do this before, and later, right, with LoadProof they were able to do it because they were not only able to document the damages, but they were able to also measure and document those amount of wastage of this paper board that was happening in the transit, right? And they were able to go back to the carrier and have a healthy conversation. Hey guys, why is this happening? How can we avoid it? And how can we, like I mean, it's pretty common sense, right? If you still think about it, you got to put airbags, you got to put extra packaging, you got to make sure the thing doesn't shake during movement, right? All those simple things that we do it so well in the trucks, and the 3PLs do it so beautifully, right? It's just a matter of doing that and making sure someone is monitoring that, making sure I know someone is right measuring and managing that process. So we helped with that. And then we have so many interesting challenges that these guys are throwing at us, and we are solving more problems for them in terms of supply chain visibility, right? I mean, eventually we could get to that holy grail of supply chain visibility in terms of the condition of the product. So yeah, so if you are like a major corporation and you have such challenges, we'll be, that's the beauty of LoadProof. It's such a flexible tool. We can, and also we have built it flexibly, in a flexible, configurable manner. So you can pretty much use it for anything, and let us know, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help. And there are a ton of use cases that we can support, this tool, and add tremendous value and millions of dollars saved across all these facilities, right? A lot of dollars. So yeah, please let us know. We'll be happy to help, and we look forward to hearing from you.